Hi, Ian Roberts, Mastering Composition and Simplifying the Painting Process. So this week we're going to look at a field of mustard in Ojai, California and my painting of that. But this video, this short video, is just about the structure of what I'm thinking about in advance of painting. And then there's a 10-minute demo that sort of shows me sort of blocking it in. Next week, I want to look at sketching and the creation of thumbnails in advance of painting and whether to use pencil or pen and the advantages and disadvantages of each. So here's the image for this week. So this is a field of wild mustard in Ojai, California. And I crop some off the top there, but in terms of the left-hand side and the right-hand side, I pretty much used what was there. Now, in terms of the structure, we've obviously got sort of a horizontal here, and I'm seeing this as a vertical, and this shape bringing me over to here, and then this is sort of going to be the center of interest right there. But what I want to look at is the overlaps of the shapes, because I drew it, and I'll show you the drawing in a second. But you can see that this mass of trees here and this one here, they're about the same plane, we could say. And then we see there's another group of trees behind there, another one there. We see this long, I'll call it a hedge back there. They're probably small trees. But then you can see it going back here, but look at this hedge here, darker and in front of this. And it was only in drawing it that I really understood what that was relative to this. And then this hedge, which comes down quite a bit further than that hedge back there. And then this tree that sits in front of here, and this, which sits in front of here, and this, which sits behind here, and this one, which comes up in front of here, and then these two hedges, I'll call them bushes here, and I sort of move them over to create two small spaces, and this, you'll see. And then I get rid of this because I think I'm not going to be able to figure out what it is when I'm drawing it, so I sort of have just as if a plane of dark there. You'll see in the drawing. So there's the drawing I did. It's about 6 inches across. And you can see that, I mean, the same things I'm talking about. Oh yeah, okay, there's those two back there, and then there's that one in front of that one, and that one behind here, and this one in here. And you can see that I've created these two and pushed them over further. Theirs were going to be the lightest part. And I'm sort of figuring this out as I draw it. And then now I realize by putting these both here, I've created these two nice spots where I can have the light mustard color at the back. This sits down further than those. And I've simplified that out now so that I kind of have this shape and then this little bit of a leap into here to the center of interest. And the other thing you'll see is that I don't just draw hundreds of little flowers hoping that if I dab along often enough, it'll eventually look like that field. I deal with them primarily as major shapes with just a few doing the job of saying there's a bunch of small flowers. And there's the finished painting. And you can see the structure. You can certainly see the overlaps of one shape relative to another, the way that I was talking about in the drawing. There's no ambiguity of where things are sitting in space. And there's maybe 20 individual flowers. The rest are all being orchestrated by the sense of the masses. And there's just a few flowers that give the indication of the whole thing rather than 50,000 little daubs of paint. So I hope you found that helpful. A number of people were asking about, can I show my palette when I do the demonstration? And this week's demonstration, I'm not doing that, but maybe in a future one I could. Particularly maybe if we're talking about color temperature, I could be showing mixing color temperature shifts and how they look on the canvas. But that'll be for another week. The demo for this week is, if you have the email coming to your inbox, is directly below. If you're on the YouTube channel, the link is just below the video. Please do like the video, share it with your friends. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I will see you next week. I hope you have a fantastic week. All the best. See you Tuesday.